Yo, what's going on, guys? So today in this video, pretty much, I'm gonna be talking about pretty much Austin Theory. He pretty much was revealed as the Masked Man, and he's pretty much the big reveal, the big surprise here, right? And that's pretty much that's pretty much what this is. And it's like, man, I have a lot to talk about when it comes to this, because I don't know, this is just crazy, bro. Like, and not in the way you probably think. Um, because yeah, judging by the title, you already know how what I'm partly what I'm gonna say. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so pretty much, Austin Theory. He's the Masked Man. He came out on Monday Night Raw 2 days ago, and he stomped CM Punk. I know Rey Mysterio. I mean, and then CM Punk had came out. He tried to make the save. Austin Theory ran away, and we go to the stands. They zoom in on the camera, and we look. He takes the hoodie off, and we get it revealed to be Austin Theory with the buzz cut. And he just looks more like, I don't know. He looks great as far as like his character. He looks more serious, more like badass. But besides that, I mean, what really could we say about this? Because at the end of the day, like, I already predicted this. I knew that Austin Theory was going to be the mystery guy. Like, it was so obvious. Like, there's going to be people who are going to be like, oh my gosh, it's Austin Theory. But man, like, it couldn't have been more obvious that it was Austin Theory. Who else could it have been? Randy Orton? No, it wasn't going to be him. The body size and shape didn't even like look like the person there, like Randy Orton, or like any of the other people that people were talking about, like Montez Ford, or like, yeah, like, or Jacob Fatu. Like, people were saying all these things, and the only person that really made sense was Austin Theory based on the size and the build of the person. So it was obvious that it was gonna be Austin Theory. It's no surprise. It's not even like some big thing for me. It's not. It was predictable. So that's one of the reasons why this is bad. But another reason is that, look, I know people they're gonna get excited about this, and they're gonna say, oh, this is so good for Austin Theory. He's gonna be a part of the vision. He's gonna get a big push. He's gonna go he's gonna get, pushed to the moon now, right? That's what all these people are saying. And it's like, man, look, I get it. I get why y'all are saying these things. But at the end of the day, you got to look at it this way. Austin Theory has been gone for what, like 9-10 months? He's been gone since like the beginning of 2025. And what has he done since? He got ran off with this fake ass injury, right? He was literally with Grayson Waller doing a whole bunch of nothing for like a year. He was just being a jobber, both of them, and like doing a whole bunch of nothing. No storyline, no promos, like not really doing anything, right? And so now, he ended up leaving, and him and Grayson Waller get split up. Grayson Waller goes off to go, for whatever reason, he just sides with the New Day, and they end up being some kind of like alliance with each other. I don't know. It's just stupid. And then, Austin Theory, like I said, he disappears. Then he comes back, and now what? He's all of a sudden with the Vision, and we're gonna expect for him to get some kind of big push from this, bro. Come on, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, because he's went years and years and years and years and years and years of getting, just buried by this company, and he literally, even like I said at the beginning of this year, what was he doing? A whole bunch of nothing with Grayson Waller. He gets written off with a fake injury, and now all of a sudden he comes back with the mystery reveal and a buzz cut, and we're supposed to expect now that all of a sudden he's gonna be getting a big push. It's not gonna happen, especially when you're setting up Braun Breaker to be the future of the company. So how is that gonna happen when, if Braun Breaker is supposed to be the future? How is Austin Theory going to be the one that gets some kind of big push out of any of this? How is it going to happen? Bronson Reed isn't even going to get any of this. He's not getting anything from this. Like, he's not being set up as some kind of like future thing. He's not being set up as some kind of big deal. He's just a lackey to Braun Breaker. Same thing with Logan Paul. Neither of them are going to be doing anything in this group. They're just going to do a whole bunch of what they've been doing this whole year, pretty much with Seth Rollins, and that's a whole bunch of nothing. Brawls, meaningless feuds, filler promos, garbage promos, no storylines, and that's it. So Austin Theory is pretty much going to be the same as Braun Breaker. Austin Theory is going to be the same as Bronson Reed and Logan Paul. He's going to be in that same boat with them. He's not going to be doing anything meaningful and getting a big push. It's not going to happen. Like, and I'm not saying I don't want it to happen, but we got to look at it. We got to look at it from a new lens here of like just thinking from the way they've been treating Austin Theory for years now. Like, we always hear that, oh, this person's going to get a big push. Oh, this is their moment to shine, or this is this person's moment to, rise to the top and rise to occasion. We hear that all the time, and nothing ever happens. We hear that from the fans. We hear that from WWE. Like, they always try to put these narratives that, oh, this person's going to be the future. Oh, this person's a future main eventer. But then they don't do shit with this person. They did it with LA Knight. They did it with Austin Theory. They did it with Karrion Kross. And overall, Triple H, he's been saying for years that, oh, good things come. He's like, oh, I don't see color. I see talent. What talent is he pushing, though? What talent is he actually pushing other than his favorites? Other than Gunther, other than Cody, and all his other favorites, like who is he pushing? What talent is he really utilizing? What is he doing? And then he likes to say, oh, and for years Triple H has also been saying that good things come to those who wait. Then why hasn't Drew McIntyre got anything? Why hasn't LA Knight got anything? Why hasn't Austin Theory got anything? Why hasn't, Roxanne Perez, like any of the good talent or young talent that you have, why aren't you utilizing them? Why? Because he's only, gonna, push his favorites, and that's it. That's what Triple H is doing. So this whole, I'm just sick of these narratives from Triple H and the company saying, oh, this person is the future, this person, he's a future main eventer, or she's a future main eventer, or this person has the bright future ahead of them. Like, shut up, man. You're not going to do shit with these fucking people. You're not going to do shit you're not doing shit with any of these people on the main roster, nor are you going to do anything with the NXT people that come up to the main roster either. You're not going to do shit, so shut up. Stop trying to, like, spin these narratives of, like, oh, yeah, this person is going to be the next big thing when they come, in a year or so, or when they come to the main roster, like the NXT people. Like, it's just all BS, bro. It's all BS. And there's people saying, there's even fans saying that about LA Knight, saying that, oh, this fake injury thing, he's getting rid of. and he's going to come back like sometime soon or at the Royal Rumble and get a big push. Bro, it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Like, that's not going to happen. It's either going to be, like, fucking Roman Reigns or, like, Braun Breaker. Like, one of them. Those are, like, the biggest, like, likely options here for the people that are going to win the Royal Rumble. It's not going to be LA Knight or Austin Theory. It's not going to happen, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. It's not going to be any of these people that you're expecting. Like, so at the end of the day, like, all these people who keep saying, like, who are getting excited because Austin Theory is now part of the division. He's the mystery man. And, like, it doesn't mean anything, bro. We've seen how they've treated this guy for years since Triple H took over. Vince McMahon wanted this guy to be the future and the star of the company. But as soon as Triple H took over, he did nothing with this guy. And now because, he comes back with the black hoodie for some fucking reason, like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why does Austin Theory need to come out in a black hoodie for, and like 3 weeks later after War Games and make it a big surprise? Like, what the fuck's the point? You don't realize how stupid this is? Right? There's no logic to any of this. This is all just that's like already like proof that they're not gonna do anything with this guy because they literally dragged on a fucking reveal for someone that's already on the roster. You know, he's literally on the roster, and and they're doing some mystery review with him. They're doing some like they're having him dress up in a black hoodie to disguise himself, and then they don't reveal it right away who it is until 3 weeks later. So that's how you know that this is all just shock value and and they're not actually gonna do anything with Austin Theory. That's already proof right there. And the fact that they haven't done anything with him for years since Triple H took over is also proof. Like you guys, like I said, Triple H always says, "Oh, this person's the future. This person's gonna get a big push. This person's gonna be, the face of the company. He's gonna, this person's gonna be a future main eventer." But nothing ever happens, bro. Just like every week he says, "Oh, it's a new era. It's a new era. Oh, this is gonna be great." He says all these things, but then nothing happens. He says that every Monday Night Raw and every SmackDown, that this is gonna be a new era. Nothing happens. So why am I gonna sit here and act like, oh, because Austin Theory came out in a black hoodie and a buzz cut and joined the Vision, that all of a sudden this means he's gonna get a big push? Why would I think that? Especially when you're in a group with someone like Braun Breaker who's already being established as the future. So it's like, why, like, if he's already established as the future and Braun Breaker and Logan Paul are already lackeys, they're already lackeys to Braun Breaker, then why would I think Austin Theory is going to be doing any different than Bronson Reed and Logan Paul? They're pretty much gonna he's pretty much gonna be a lackey to Braun Breaker, just like them doing a whole bunch of nothing. Just like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were lackeys doing a whole bunch of nothing when Seth Rollins was leading the group. It's all the same shit, bro. None of this is gonna lead to anything. None of this. So that's why Austin Theory, I can't get excited that he's a part of the Vision and he's the mystery guy. I can't get excited because I know this is gonna lead to nothing. It's all just a cheap pop, and it doesn't mean jack shit. And there's people, because this thought just came to my head, right? Because I have seen people say that, like, what if Austin Theory is sent by Seth Rollins, right? What if he's the one? What if Seth Rollins is actually he's the one that told, Austin Theory to, be the mystery guy and pretend to be a part of the group? Because it seems to me that Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Bronson Reed have no idea what's going on. Maybe Paul Heyman does. Well, actually, Paul Heyman doesn't seem to know either. So, the way I see it just seems like that, the possibility of Austin Theory being set by Seth Rollins, that is possible. It is possible, and maybe, because we know Braun Breaker is not going to win the first match with CM Punk. Like, come on, man. It's literally CM Punk's first title defense. He's not going to lose the belt immediately. So they're obviously going to drag this whole CM Punk and Braun Breaker stuff till WrestleMania, and then Braun Breaker is going to win the world title. He's not going to win it immediately right now. He's not. He's not going to be... Bro, he's not going to win it. So, which means Braun Breaker is going to win the Chamber or the Royal Rumble. That's it. That's what's going to happen. He's going to win one of those, and it's going to be him and CM Punk. Would I be surprised if Braun Breaker doesn't actually win the title at WrestleMania, though, and he just ends up just being a jobber since the start of this faction with the Vision, doing nothing? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen, but... but I'm speaking in terms of if Braun Breaker, when it comes to his first match with CM Punk, he's not gonna win it. It's literally CM Punk's first title defense, and so Braun Breaker, he's not gonna win. So I could definitely see some kind of interference from like Seth Rollins costing Braun Breaker the match for sure, because obviously Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, they turned on Seth Rollins, so I could definitely see that. I definitely see the possibility of Austin Theory being sent by Seth Rollins to join the Vision and make him think that, oh, he's a part of their group, he's going to be a part of them, but he's actually being sent by Seth Rollins and trying to get some inside information and trying to like plan the perfect time between the both of them of when Seth could come and strike. That's possible for sure. But look, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything though. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, like I said, Austin Theory, he's not going to be doing anything with the Vision, anything meaningful with the Vision. Why would I think any different if he's going to be a part of Seth Rollins, like some group with him? Why would I think any different there? It's the same shit. Whether if Austin Theory is with the Vision or Seth Rollins, he's not going to be doing anything. He's not. He's not going to be doing anything of meaning. He's just going to be a jobber and a lackey. Either way, whatever faction he's a part of, he's not going to be doing shit. So why does it matter? So I definitely do think, though, I definitely do think, though, that it is possible that Austin Theory is being sent by Seth Rollins. And, I do think that, yes, that is a possibility. And, yes, I do think Seth Rollins is going to interfere in that Braun Breaker versus CM Punk match, because CM Punk is not going to win against Braun Breaker clean. They're clearly trying to set up Braun Breaker as some dominant person and a dominant, who's a part of a faction, and they're trying to put the Vision over, and they're, like I said, they're setting Braun Breaker up as the future. So obviously, if he's going to be a future main eventer and future world title champion, they're not going to make him look weak by having him lose clean to a washed-up 47-year-old, weaker, CM Punk. That shit's not going to happen. So, obviously, someone like Seth Rollins is going to have to interfere in the match to cost Braun Breaker. So, yeah, CM Punk is not going to win clean. Just like, even in like the, what's it called, the gauntlet match, CM Punk and Braun Breaker were in it. CM Punk pinned Braun Breaker, but only because Braun Breaker was already weakened. He was like in that match for a while before CM Punk had already came in. So literally, Braun Breaker was already weakened by that point. So yeah, that was pretty much like the case for why he lost against CM Punk in the gauntlet match. So even if it's just gonna be a 1-on-1 though, he's definitely not gonna win it clean. CM Punk is not gonna win against Braun Breaker clean, for sure. Just like 1-on-1 straight up. So Seth Rollins, I definitely do think he's gonna come back, and he's gonna cost Braun Breaker the match. But the thing is, it doesn't really make sense why. Like, if Austin Theory is being sent by Seth Rollins, because either way, like, I definitely do think Seth Rollins is gonna come back and cost Braun Breaker the title, whether if Austin Theory is being sent by him or not. But let's just go with let's just go with that theory though, right? That Austin Theory is being sent by Seth Rollins to join the Vision, and he's a part of Seth Rollins' faction, right? Let's just say that is true. Well, then why would it doesn't make sense why Seth Rollins would have Austin Theory like cost he would help Braun Breaker's team win at War Games, or why he would help Braun Breaker's faction division win against Rey Mysterio. He attacked Rey Mysterio last week. He attacked Rey Mysterio this week. He attacked LA Knight. He's pretty much this. Austin Theory has been helping out the Vision this whole time. Literally. So Like if Seth Rollins sent Austin Theory, is being sent, if Austin Theory is being sent by Seth Rollins, then why would Seth Rollins want to be helping the Vision? They literally turned on him. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman, they all turned on him. So why would he want to help them? It makes no sense. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, he's gonna fake join the group right now, but like, to get some kind of inside information on them and to like make them, feel trust, make them feel trusted of him or whatever. Like, none of this really makes sense. Regardless, like, I just feel like it's kind of stupid. Because what information would you really need to get from the Vision anyways? But regardless, like, if you're just gonna have Austin Theory being sent by Seth Rollins so that he could get some information from the Vision, and then find out when it's time to strike, whatever. But it doesn't make sense though why Seth Rollins would have Austin Theory help out the Vision, the same team that turned on him. Austin Theory literally helped the Vision win at War Games. He helped the Vision against Rey Mysterio last week and this week. He helped the Vision against LA Knight. Why would he do these? Why would Seth Rollins have Austin Theory do these things? Like, he's literally helping the Vision at that point, the same team that turned on him. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. So regardless how you try to spin it, none of this will ever like add up. None of it. It's not gonna make sense at all. So I just don't like, either way, like it doesn't, none of this makes sense. And you could argue like, oh, but what if it's just the fact that Seth Rollins, he hates CM Punk's team. He hates CM Punk's team more, so that's why he helped he had Austin Theory help, the other team win against, he helped the Vision team win against the other team. That's why he did it. But it still doesn't make sense. It doesn't, because what's it called? Because like at the end of the day, like, yeah, sure, you could say, oh, Seth Rollins, he hates CM Punk, and so that's why he had Austin Theory cost, CM Punk and his team, so that way, the Vision team could win. But like at the end of the day, he still hates Braun Breaker and the Vision team, so why would he help them either way? Like, even if he hates CM Punk more, it still doesn't, like, I just don't think, like, we need to really, have anybody help other people just because you hate one person. Like, it doesn't, I just don't really like that kind of stuff, especially because, like, I just feel like it's sometimes overdone and it doesn't make sense. I feel like unless there's actually like some legitimate good reason, then whatever. But like, I don't like it whenever it's like, oh yeah, we have one enemy, so now we have the same enemy, so now we're friends. I don't like that kind of shit, bro. Or like, we have to be allies. Like, I don't like that. Like, if you're just enemies, and then just leave it like that, So I personally wouldn't like that. I personally wouldn't think it makes sense either way, It makes some sense for sure. Like, I'd probably be 50-50 on it, honestly. Like if Austin Theory is being sent by Seth Rollins to help out the Vision win every match and attack all these people, I would be 50-50 on it. Like, I would think it makes sense, but at the same time, I would think it doesn't make sense. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just all convoluted. Like, we don't need all this either way. We don't need to do all this, because like, it's not like Austin Theory either way, whether if he's a part of Seth's faction or the Vision faction. It's not like he's gonna be doing anything of meaning anyways. He's just gonna be a lackey jobber doing nothing, and that's it. Just like he's been doing for all these years anyways. So that's all I have to say at this point, And I don't know. I'm just like, and also I just don't think it really, like, I don't think we need it. I don't think we need like Austin Theory joining the Vision and helping them out just so you can have Seth Rollins come out and cost Braun Breaker anyways at January 5th of that 1 year anniversary of Netflix. Like, we don't need to do all that. You just have Austin Theory come out in a black mask on that same day with Seth Rollins. Like, Seth Rollins could come out, then the person could get unmasked on the same day. Seth Rollins cost Braun Breaker the match against CM Punk, and then the black mystery guy with the black hoodie gets revealed, and it's Austin Theory, and he's with them. What like that would you could easily do it the same way. Either like it works more better to do it that way than have Austin Theory helping out the Vision, you know, because this, like I said, this is the same Vision that screwed Seth Rollins, that betrayed him. So why would Seth Rollins want to have Austin Theory join them and help them all the time? It makes no sense. So I don't know, man. Like, this is pretty much how I feel about Austin Theory. You know, being the mystery guy is not surprising, and nor do I care. I'm just being honest, you know. Like I said, people they're getting all excited about it, and it's just like, I get it. You know, like Austin Theory, I want the best for him. I want better for him. I get it. But at the end of the day, bro, this is just the reality. Like, he's not gonna be doing anything. He's just not gonna do anything of impact. He's not. He's just gonna be a lackey jobber, whether if he's a part of the Vision faction or Seth's faction, and that's it. That's all this is gonna be, you know. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's pretty much how I feel about Austin Theory, you know, being revealed as the black hoodie guy and joining the Vision. That's pretty much how I feel about this. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Peace.